Winners of 5 straight, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles offense will get the first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like... Or all those things are really, really good, but you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They're going to run it. Hard running there. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Takes the easy completion. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So NC State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Caught in the backfield. It's Payne. line of scrimmage. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. He slings it deep to the left. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The field goal is no good, and they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, it's picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll go with a direct snap. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job on this defense.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12. And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Memphis went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Tigers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The running back has it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. bootleg, wants to throw it. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
It's a draw. Runs through the tackle. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. 6th play of the drive coming up. To the air on 2nd down. Fires on the move. On target over the middle. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Smashes ahead. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get them.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Complete in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
Finds him out of the backfield. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because it
breaks into the open, across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44, a good pickup on that one. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Fires to the right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there.
There he goes. defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. The inside handoff. Inside the 25. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the ground with the back. At the 40, there he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. This time on target.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10.
Come on, boys. Let's pound the rock.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing, with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be his second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got his man. And finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is... Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Pulls it in, it's Howard. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Howard. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. Sweet cut there. Got the 1st down and more. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Quick release on the RPO. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Noles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, no! And the stomping has commenced.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got him. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty in this part of the field? Man, the defense just starts spitting fire after that. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And the Seminoles line it up with a 1st and goal. He's got the tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quickly complete. And that one did not work.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner. And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Made the play. Pick was hoping to make one on the return. They'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot going the other way, and he's got room. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Seminoles! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jefferson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Quarterback in trouble, just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it. Just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Takes a hit as he fires. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
off play action on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. He's got an open man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. Power football with the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Not a lot of drama in this one.